Hello there and welcome to the event. Starting things off today with a par 4. Just pop this one out there into the short stuff and then we'll mosey on from there. Okay, and we're off. Have a good one. Good little shot there. And second shot here on the first. Great job on that approach. Looks like we could have a birdie on this hole. And after that hole, you're currently 1 under. Yeah, you might need a little more power. We got a headwind on this hole. This ball's a long way from home. Let's see if you can help it get there. Oh, this has my attention. Oh, no. All right, give this a tap. Currently sitting at 1 under par. Got a par 5 here on the third hole. Setting up about 220 yards away. This one's going right. And if you can this, that'll be for eagle. That was fantastic. You brought things down to 3 under after that one. All right, we got an opportunity to stick it close here on the par 3 fourth hole. A little bit too much club, maybe. That's okay. No worries. We'll be on the green soon enough. All right, we need this to go. This to save par. I think this one's going left to right. Ah, no good. All right, nice 3-footer to deal with. And the putt drops and we're moving on. And after that one, your score will go up to 2 under par. And the wind is picked up. We got a tailwind to deal with. Here's our second shot on the 5th. Well, you might not have enough out of the rough here. All right, back in the fairway. Now, to the green. And this is your third shot. Oh no, not great. This one's just 3 feet. And that's great. That drop shot on the last is kind of a race now with this birdie here on this one. And you currently sit at 3 under par. All right, let's see what we can do off the tee here. It's a long par 4. Oh my goodness, just absolutely striped. Okay, second shot on the 6th. And we're going right of the pin. All right, par putt. And after that one, you're 3 under. And we got a left to right cross breeze on this hole. Yep, that's going to do just nicely. Good luck on this one. We've got 16 feet. And I think this one's breaking pretty hard right to left. Oh man, that could have been better, I think, but maybe a birdie on the next hole. All right, moving forward. So that makes you 3 under for the day. Okay, par 4 for the 8th. Well, looks like we're going to be in the fairway. All right, second shot on the 8th. Well, that'll do for now. Sinking this will take you to 4 under. This one should start off straight, but then it does look like it turns to the left. Ooh, almost. All right, all we need is a little tap here. Let's do it. Okay, let's head to the next. Okay, the wind's blowing on this one, right to left. That'll do nicely. Okay, about 170 yards to the pin. Well, you missed the approach. I'm not disappointed in you in any way. Just want you to know that. If you want to save power on this hole, we got to drop this right here. I think this one's breaking just a bit to the right. Oh, that was almost in. 5 feet left to go. Now just not enough mustard on that one. And that'll do it for this hole. Let's check the scorecard. That hole put you up to 1 under. All right, 10th hole, and we have a par 4. I'll take those all day. All right, this one's about 75 yards out. Hitting into this green with a bit of a down slope, and don't want this one to get away from you. And just a little fade on this one. Nice. Nice approach. Lining up for the 13-foot putt. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. That shot was marvelous. Okay, and you're down to 2 under par now after that one. Wind's picking up out there. We got a headwind on this hole. Second shot here on the 11th. Coming through with the chip. And tapping in for par. And you're 2 under par for the round. And stepping onto the tee now on the 12th hole. We got a par 5 on this one. And here you go, birdie putt coming up here. And that one drops for your fourth birdie of the day. I'm liking that. Currently 3 under par for the day. And let's see what happens here on the 13th hole. Hopefully you can carry that bunker at the front of the green. That's a good one. Nice pin high. All right, sink this, and that'll be for birdie. I think we got a bit of a tilt to the right on this putt. Well, it's heading towards the hole. And as that drops, that's your 5th birdie of the day. And after that hole, you're going down to 4 under par. Wind is blowing left to right. Careful of this one, fairway bunker. Not sure what's going to happen here. A little bit to the right on the approach here. Okay, out of that bunker. Well done. You got a good amount of club on that one too. Oh my, this might go down. And that putt safely in its home. And your score this round is currently 4 under par. Here we go, on to 15. This one's a par 3. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. Oh, pretty good with the chipper there. Okay, here's a 5-footer. And clocking in at 4 under par at the moment. And on this one, the wind is picked up. It's going left to right. Looks like this one's safe. And we're about 115 yards away. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. 12 feet to go. Sort of straight to start out with this one, and then it goes a bit to the left. That was a good putt, and it drops in for birdie number 6 on the day. All right, and after that, you've brought your score down to 5 under par. All right, next one up is number 17. This one's a par 4. Okay, let's do this. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. Setting up here now for our third shot. I'm liking that one. Nice chip. Yeah, if you sink this, you could save par. Okay, 5 under par currently. And teeing it up now for the final hole. Good stuff. Okay, this one's about 135 yards out. And are we on the green? We're on the green, yes. A hole, though, I still can't see it. I'm just going to have to hope we get this close. This one's starting out to the right. Let's see if it'll turn. Yeah, from that distance, that's going to work. This one's just a 3-footer. And at the end of this one, 5 under par for you. Well, on behalf of myself and the team here at HB Studios, thank you very much for the round. We'll see you next time. Hello there, and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. My name's John McCarthy, wishing you the best here as you tee off on the first hole of the final round of your event. Oh my goodness, you pounded that drive. And with that, your round has begun. Have a good one. Okay, this one's about 105 yards out. That'll do for the approach. 21 feet to the cup from here. Oh, what do we have here? Ooh, continues to be good. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. 6 under par currently. Here we go. Par 3, second hole. Let's chuck a dart. Here we go, birdie putt. So far, so good. It's still on track. Oh, come on, get in. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. And if you'll indulge me, let's take one more look at that shot. Okay, that's 7 under par for the moment. And here we go. Third hole, par 5. And the tee shot looks like it'll be safe. Hitting into an elevated green, we might need more club. All right, here we go for the birdie. Okay, 8 under par is your score currently. Fourth hole coming up. Okay, second shot here on the 4th. This one's a short 3-foot putt. And with that, we will move on to the next. And you're 8 under par currently. All right, we got a par 5 ahead of us here on the 5th. It didn't feel as clean as I know you can hit it. All right, this shot is around 115 yards out. This was leaning to the right. And here's a look at what you need to do to get to 9 under. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Oh, sliding by. This one's just a 5-footer. Oh, man. I guess bogey it is here. Oh, just a tap in here. All right, tapping in for bogey to finish this one. And after that one, you're at 7 under. Okay, lengthy par 4 ahead of us here. I think this will end up in the fairway. Okay, about 105 left to go. We got to make sure we get all the way up that slope on the green. And the approach heading to the left. All right, let's go. This to save par. Oh my, wish I could have given you that one. And this is about 4 feet. And a bit of bad luck here. Back-to-back bogeys after that putt drops. And after that one, you're at 6 under. And it's windy out here on this one. And your approach is heading right of the pin. And here's our second shot on the 7th. Ooh, is this one gonna go down? Here we go, 4 par. Okay, let's see what we can do on the next hole. And after that one, you sit at 1 under par. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 8th hole. Should be a good result off the tee here. And this one's about 120 yards to the pin. Oh, this could drop. And there's a fancy little chip shot. Nicely done in there for the bird. Okay, 7 under par at the moment. And now the par 4 9th. Oh, needs to hold on to the fairway. Might be dangerous. All right, could have been worse. We're just in the first cut here. Okay, hole number 9, shot number 2. Let's see what you got. And you want this one to stick nice on that green. Bit of a down slope where we want to land this. Well, your approach is heading a little leftward. Oh, you didn't hit this one, but that's okay. Okay, third shot. And let's get going. Give this a tap and we'll move on. All right, nice tap. 7 under par after that hole. Wind blowing left to right on this hole. And this one's about 130 yards away. Maybe a member's bounce to the left. Okay, we're on the green. This one's 17 feet. It's breaking to the left, I think. Ooh, that's too bad. Just a little tap needed here. Okay, let's take a look at the big picture. Let's check the leaderboard. And after that one, you're sitting at 7 under. Now we head to the 11th. We have a par 3 ahead of us. Okay, let's slide this one on in there for our par. Okay, next hole coming up. And after that one, you're at 7 under. We're on the 12th hole of this one now. And this shot is around 170 yards away. This approach is heading right at the pin. Here's a putt to go to 8 under. This one's going to the left. It's getting there. So good, so good. Okay, next hole is the 13th, and this one's a par 3. Well, we missed the green, but that's all right. Life does go on. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. Oh, that chip was robbed from you. If you sink this, you could save par. I think we got a left to right break here. Oh, come on. Come on, ball. Okay, this left for bogey. This putt's going a little to the left. It is short. Okay, 7 under par at the moment. And the 14th hole is upon us. Let's have a good drive here. This is a par 4. I'll take that. Okay, this is about 160 or so to the pin. Looks like you got a line on this. Oh yeah, getting better. Oh yes, that'll go down. Nicely done. And after that one, you are at 8 under par. The wind's blowing out there, right to left. That's safe. And from 25 feet out. Braking pretty hard to the left. Looking good so far. Continues on a great line. Oh my, it doesn't go down. And just a little tap here needed. After that hole, 8 under par. Good luck here on the 16th. Well, tee shot's looking good here. We are about 140 yards out. Oh yes, and that is why you are in the lead. Okay, sink this and you're down to 9 under par. Looking good. Great work out there. Great work. Birdie number 7 in the hole. Heads up, wind's going right to left on this one. That's unfortunate. All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. Well, at least you're on the green. You're not in that beach. And this putt is very, very long. Just do what you can. See if we can get this close maybe. Oh! And this one for the par. And that putt will go. And your score is currently 9 under par. And now, the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. Good shot. And that'll do. Grab your putter. And for a final score of 64 on the day. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. And look at you, fancying it up here. Ending your round with a birdie. Okay, we're out of here. 10 under par for you at the end of the day. Nicely done. And with that, I must leave you. I had fun out there with you today. Thanks for a great round. And it's a big hello to you from me, John McCarthy. I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this in gear. As we kick things off, we're staring down the barrel of a par 4 first hole. Let us grip and rip our first drive down the middle, and we'll take it from there. I'm having that. Looks like about 150 yards to go. Come on, kick left. Safe approach, nice. And this one is from 23 feet. Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Well, this one's starting out okay. Still going. Oh, and it doesn't go down. All right, give this one a little tap. And a solid showing here out of the gates, even par after the first. All right, second hole, we're in front of a par 5. Let's smoke this up the middle. Okay, there you go. It's going towards the sand. And from the green side bunker. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. There we go, on the green. Good stuff. Good luck here, 8 feet to the cup. You are currently sitting right at even par. We got a right to left cross breeze going on this hole. This putt is for birdie. This one's breaking left to right. Ooh, just missed. All right, setting up 6 feet from the cup. Okay, even par at the moment. Let's see what happens here. We got a long par 4 for this one. Oh my goodness, that was spicy. Setting up around 130 yards. Oh no, heading to the beach. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. Oh, is this gonna... Oh, you scoundrel. In there for birdie out of the bunker. You brought your score down to 1 under after that one. And here we go. 5th hole is a par 4. Ooh, that drive had some mustard on it. Setting this one up 145 yards away. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. Yikes, that went right by. And drop this one in for your par. Okay, 1 under par on your round. We've made it to the 6th hole. Oh man, you launched that. We've got about 110 yards to go here. All right, setting up from 33 feet. Here's an uphill putt moving to the left. Oh, look at this thing. Still on line. Oh, no. I hoped that would go another way. And 1 under after that one. And the 7th hole is a par 4. That'll do. Setting up for our 3rd shot. Okay, you gotta get this to go if you want to save par. And currently 1 under for the day. Okay, 8th hole, par 3, baby. Well, that'll work on the green, won't it? Here we go. Birdie putt coming up. Oh, unfortunate. Here's a 6-foot putt. Oh, and the par slipped through our fingers there. No good. I'll bring you up to even par after that one. Here we go. Teeing this one up on the 9th hole. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. Oh, let's go. Get in that hole. And a great effort on this hole to bounce back after the bogey on the last. Great work. That's a birdie. Here we go. 10th hole, par 4. Let's give this a go. Wow, powerful stuff, my friend. Pin's about 145 yards away. Approach shot worked out just fine. You could go to 2 under with this putt right here. And this one's going a bit to the right. It could be a good one. That one drops on in for your second consecutive birdie. All right, par 3 for the 11th hole. Nicely struck. Setting this one up about 8 feet out. Oh. And this one for par. Okay, checking in here. 2 under par for the day. Teeing off now on a long par 4. Oh man, did you ever send that one? And this is somewhere around 150 yards from the pin. A little too far to the right on the approach, I think. Okay, we're in the green side rough. Let's get out of here.
Oh my goodness, is this gonna go down?
All right, come on now. This putt to save par. 2 under par for the day after that one. And the 13th hole is before us. This one's a par 4. We've got about 135 yards or so to go from here. This might be, yeah, I think we're heading to the rough. This one's your 3rd. And from the bunker. That was lovely to watch from the bunker. Nice and close to the hole. Now let's do this. It's going to put you up to 1 under par. We've got a long par 4 staring us down on this one. Oh my goodness, this one's not gonna land, I don't think. And we're about 135 to the pin. You had that one dialed in, didn't you? This one's 9 feet away. And they're showing us how it's done. 4th birdie of the day so far. And after that, you'll go down to 2 under par. Okay, this is a pretty lengthy par 5.
Ooh, screaming off the club face.
Second shot here on the 15th. There's a green and under regulation for you. Pat yourself on the back. And this one is for the birdie with big wings. And this one's going pretty hard right to left.
Oh, it's going right by.
And 7 feet to the cup. Good work. 5th birdie today. Let's have another one. All right, you brought things down to 3 under after that hole. And next is number 16. This one's a par 4. That was powerful. And this shot's about 110 yards to the pin. A little wayward on that approach. Oh, this one could drop. Oh, yeah, that was fantastic. And I think I'm going to have another look at that shot. That was interesting. Bringing things down to 4 under after that one. Teeing up now on number 17. Oh, not your best contact. Okay, go ahead and finish up on this hole, and we'll head to the next. And just joking. Going downhill with this one, and it's right to left. Starting this one out pretty good.
Oh, come on.
And for the par. Okay, let's move on. Four under par is your score at the moment. All right, we're on the 18th tee. This one's a par 5. My word, that was some serious power. Here we go, 225 yards or so away. This is what our third shot's looking like. Okay, I'll accept that. 5 under if you sink this putt. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. All right, the putt drops, and I guess that means I'm off the clock. And at the end of the round, you've wound up at 5 under par. Well done. Well, that is all she wrote for me. I had an enjoyable time ripping around the links with you today. See you next time.
Hello, and a big, warm welcome from me, John McCarthy, to you for playing PGA Tour 2K25.
I think this is going to be some fun. We're kicking off a round of match play here.
Let's get into it.
All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. Oh my goodness, just smashed that one. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. All right, this one's about 85 yards out. Nice work. That was some good golf. Okay, he's got 17 feet to the cup from here. I think this one will go left to right.
And the putt goes down. That's a birdie for him.
And now you're left with this putt to have the hole. I think this one's breaking to the left. That was amazing. All square after the first hole of this match.
Here we go. Par 4, 11th hole. Let's do it.
All right, let's send this ball away. And what will he do from here? 115 to the pin. We're in the deep stuff here. All right, coming out of the rough, you might not have enough on it.
Well, I don't know what I was thinking there. You ended up just fine in the fairway.
And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. Okay, 10 feet to go here.
It was going pretty hard to the left.
All right, well done. Okay, he needs this to have the hole. It looks like this one's breaking to the left.
And he gets it to go.
And that hole will be halved.
And the 12th hole is a par 3.
Looking forward to see what you do here. Nice swing. Nice stroke. We're on the green. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend.
Looks like a right to left break.
This putt's good so far.
Boom, drops it in. Nice putt there. That wins you the hole.
Okay, you're one up on your friend after that one. All right, let's see what we can do here on the 13th. Beautiful swing.
Oh man, that was just striped.
And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure. Looks like he's about 100 yards out. Here's our second shot on the 13th. You'll be all right there. 20 feet to the hole from here.
I think it starts off straight enough, then turns a bit to the right.
Well, this one's looking okay.
Continuing. Oh my goodness, it doesn't go.
And it's going to be all square if they sink this putt.
I think this one's going left to right. All right, he dropped that one in there, and that's going to win the hole.
All square after that hole.
All right, the par 4 14th is next. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go.
Oh, effortlessly done. Nice swing. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th.
And that green slopes away from you, so this approach could go a little long if you're not careful.
I'm okay with that. Okay, second shot for him on this one. And this putt for the birdie.
An uphill putt, moving right to left.
This one's on a good line.
Ouch, right by the hole.
And this putt right here will put him at one up.
All right, that one's going to go down, and he will take the hole.
And after that hole, your friend is one up for the match. Okay, here we go with the 15th hole. We got a par 4 on this one. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. We managed to get a good swing on that. And from here, he is looking at around 205 yards to the pin. Five iron on display for this one. And good luck with your second here on the 15th. Okay, on the green safely. And he's looking at a 17-foot putt. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard, too. Oh my, that's too bad. Okay, here we go. This one for the par. All right, your opponent's going to let you have that one. Let's head to the next hole. And if he can sink this, that's going to have the hole. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Let's pick that one up and go to the next. And now on to the par 4 16th. All right, let's launch this in to the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. I think you've had better swings. All righty, second shot on the 16th. Okay, much safer place to play from here. Out of the sand, into the fairway. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. All right, conceding another putt. Let's head on to the next. All right, let's forget about that hole and look to the next hole. Now, on to 17. This one's a par 3. They're going with the 5 iron here. All right, interested to see what you have in store for us here. Okay, you need this to win the hole.
Well, this one's looking good so far. Ooh, it's still on track. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work.
And after that one, your opponent is one up for the match. Best of luck here on the final hole of this one. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. Tee shot's looking decent. And here we go with his second shot. And this one's about 210 yards or so from the pin. Oh, your approach is heading left. Oh, man. And here he is with an 18-foot putt.
And I think this one's breaking to the left.
And this one is over. I had an enjoyable time with you today. Even though you didn't win, that's all right by me. We'll regroup, and maybe next time you'll end up on top. And that's going to do it for our round here today. Thank you ever so much for playing, and hopefully we'll see you back here real soon.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome to historic Oakmont Country Club. The course originally opened in 1903 and is still challenging even today's top players as we get set to bring you opening round coverage of the U.S. Open. It looks like a great day out there. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Down on the course, walking with the feature group is Henny Koyak. John McCarthy is with us as well. And Rich, this week, Oakmont Country Club welcomes the 125th U.S. Open. What can the players expect from this layout?
Well, Andrew, I think you'll appreciate this because I've always said this. Oakmont Country Club would be the one golf course I would pay good money to not have to play. It is that difficult. They slow the greens down for the U.S. Open. How about that? Why do they slow greens down for the U.S. Open? Because the members, they like to be punished for some bizarre, strange reason. This is the most exacting, hardest, unrelenting tests of golf these players are ever going to face. It's no fun. It's literally no fun, and that's the best thing I can say about Oakmont.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
The rare eagle putt on a par 4. Wow, that is special stuff.
Just a missile of a tee shot right onto the green.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. Well, on the green, but a long way to go. An opportunity to make birdie. Henny, how tricky is this one?
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
Another birdie. That's 2 in a row, and there's starting to be a little buzz on the grounds.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
The tee shot at 3.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain. On the green, but a ways to go. That's a good job from that distance. This one is 5 feet away. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. An opportunity here with a par 5.
And the church pews once again down the left-hand side. Second shot completely blind to the green. If you can, lay it up to a high spot over on the left-hand side. Third shot goes straight downhill to a green that's receptive for all kinds of wedges.
Oh, that's a brutal lie in the bunker. It's plugged. This is his third. This putt is from way out there. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
Here we go on a good line. A good line here, tracking, and just misses. This putt for par.
And Matty Fitzpatrick now setting up with this look.
Okay, as we make our way back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead.
The high caliber architectural work here at Oakmont on full display here at the 5th.
Just a fairway metal long iron required off the tee. You want to avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot down the hill to a Redan-style green that works from right to left and front to back. Big bunkers on the left-hand side you want no part of.
Oh, that was picked cleanly. This one's got plenty of legs. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 29 feet from the cup.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
He's got this for his par.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 6th hole at Oakmont is a high caliber par 3.
Not much of a green to work with here whatsoever, especially going in with a mid to long iron. Your goal here is to find the center of the green every single day.
You can hear the excitement in the air. It's starting to build.
Opting for the 6 iron. Now let's take a look at Max Homa from earlier today.
From long range, nearly getting it.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A birdie putt awaits. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. Oakmont's number 7 is a par 4 stretching in the mid 400-yard range.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
This would be a great up and down. Sitting at 3 under par. Looks to have opted for the 8 iron. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Sitting at -3, currently leading. How close was that to going down? This next putt for double bogey. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And after that hole, he's ahead by just a solitary stroke.
Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
Straight uphill the entire way. Great feature on the left-hand side there with all the gorse, the junk, all of that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Even hitting the bunkers right is fine. Second shot plays back uphill, back into this clubhouse to a really cool looking squared off green. The back third of it is the putting green.
I think this one will be in the sand. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Eight feet to the cup.
This is huge for momentum. Got to try and hold this. This for par.
And that putt goes. What a great bounce back on this hole.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
So let's take a look at the updated leaderboard. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead. Over to hole number 9. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
Let's see what the featured player can do from about 160 out.
One extra club required to this elevated green.
Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
This one's going left to right.
Starts off looking good.
It's on a very good line. A short one left for par. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. It was a good day on the course for our featured player, currently in second place.
Yeah, great day out there of golf. Looking forward to some of it tomorrow.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back. It's time for final round coverage of the U.S. Open. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalon here. Pleased to have you with us today. As we begin today's coverage, we join our featured player who currently sits in second place. Let's see if they can climb to the top of the leaderboard by the end of today's round. Time to take you down to the action as we go out to the 10th for the final 9 holes of the U.S. Open. One of the hardest things to do in golf is close out that championship. The time is now. Sitting at 1 under.
Okay, clubbing down.
Not a bad shot right there. There's some meat left on the bone with this one. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
This putt on the way, looking good. A putt that's getting better. Oh, not there. What a putt. The par putt. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in first, Rory McIlroy in second. The 11th hole is a par 4.
You want to favor the left-hand side as best possible, as at the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you've got a green that swings from left to right and back to front. Really difficult to judge the spin on your second shots here and get it close.
Coming out of the deep rough. Oh, stay away from that bunker. Sitting at 1 under. Setting up here with a long putt. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
All right, not bad from there.
A lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
That's a bogey on the scorecard, and now the lead is trimmed. As we move on to the next hole, how about this leaderboard? A tie at the top between our featured player and Rory McIlroy. Let's check out the 12th hole. It's a par 5.
The shorter hitters have to worry about the bunkers on the right. The longer hitters, the one on the left, find the happy medium. And do you go for it? Let's find out. If you're laying it up, you want to find a good spot. I'm going to say anywhere from 85 to 100 yards out, because you want to be able to maximize your spin on this firm green.
Well, for a while, I thought that was headed for the rough. What a break. A look at the lie in the greenside rough. That's a pretty good shot right there. 3 feet to the cup.
This is for birdie.
Okay, let's update the leaderboard, and after that hole, the tie is broken. We have a solo leader.
We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par 3s in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
Going with the 7. That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
He has this putt to save his par. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
This hole has changed dramatically over the years, not design-wise, but how players attack it. It used to be a long iron, find the fairway, and then a short iron second, wedge it on. Now we're seeing players time and time take out driver, challenge it up there, find one of those bunkers surrounding the green, and take their chances from there. Either way you play it, it's short, but it's dangerous.
Oh, what a shot by our leader. Time for the second shot at the 14th. This one needs to kick left. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Fairway cambers from left to right, and this green in the distance, it sits below you, so you can chase on your second shot into this green, especially to a front pin. But when the pin is all the way back, it forces you to deal with that bunker on the right and attack that pin by landing it in the center of the green or deeper.
Oh my, that was launched. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. This one's heading up towards the putting surface. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Just 3 feet to the cup. And the putt drops, now 2 under, heading down the stretch.
And with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole.
Here's the par 3 16th hole.
You want to try and land your tee shot if you can on the front left third of this green. A lot of movement from left to right here on this green. If you hit it in the front bunker here, 4 is almost a must. But if you find the green, you just might walk out of here with an easy 3.
Our leader is putting on a clinic out there. Now a putt to get to 3 under par. Henny, how tricky is this one?
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will be right.
So far, so good.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3. Now to 17, a par 4.
Players that lay up to the right-hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss the screen out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
And we're looking at the second shot on 17. Another good shot from our leader. Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. And that counts. That's the 5th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Okay, we've reached the final hole of the event. Let's see if he can get this done. Wow, got absolutely all of that one. Second shot here at 18. 2 putts to win, but wouldn't it be nice if this one went down? Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Well, this one looks like it's breaking hard to the right.
Putt on the way and looking good early. That's a pretty good putt from there.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And Rich, that was a fantastic week for our featured player. There's a lot to like about that performance.
Backing up the Brinks truck once again this week, filling it up.
Well, Rich, you're one of the few who can relate to this player right now and what they're feeling winning their first major on the PGA Tour.
Andrew, I have to say, it's mind-blowing how everything changes in the span of seconds after you hole out that putt. Whirlwind, everything going on. I remember sitting there speaking to Scott Van Pelt when he was with ESPN and just giggling like, I won this thing? Really? It was surreal.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon.